there, how are you doing today? I trust you're well. This is Teacher Naboth coming to you again with a guitar lesson. And I know you're excited to have this lesson come to you right at the comfort of your home. Now, today I'm going to be very objective. I'm only going to talk about three things. Number one, I will be talking about the posture on how you hold your guitar when you want to be a good player. Number two, I'll be talking about the types of guitar that we have, especially those guitars that don't need electricity or an amplifier to be able to be used. And number three, I'll be looking at string 1 and 2 and how to use the string 1 and 2 to play your first tune on guitar. So, if you don't mind, you will allow me to begin. Now, guitar playing is one of the very, very interesting endeavors anyone can ever want to do. Many people would want to hold a guitar, walk around with a guitar, sit maybe by the balcony or maybe on the pavement and just sing a song, play a song, or maybe just have fun with your friends. As a matter of fact, a guitar is the best instrument to play because you can play it anywhere. You can go to a party, carry it and play with your friends. You can even play from the car, and it will not be so tedious for you to walk around with it and be able to play it. So I'll go straight to how do we play guitar. Number one, we need to remember that guitar will be as easy as any other instrument if only you are willing to learn how to play. And learning how to play, you cannot be able to drive a car or to do something if you don't know how to. You might need someone to guide you. So number one thing I would want to ask you, if you want to be a player, make sure you have an instrument. Make sure you have a guitar. If you don't have a guitar, even if I taught you today or you learn from someone else, chances are that you might end up not being a very good player, because guitar or instrumental music is all about how you practice. So your practice determines your mastery. So the most important thing, the smallest or the little thing you learn from anyone or from the book or from a teacher, make sure you practice. So positions of playing guitar, we need to remember, if you're playing a classical guitar like the one I'm holding, you will be forced to, if you are a male, you will be forced to hold it on your left thigh, support it with your left thigh, and let the guitar slant a little bit upwards. You can play it while it's facing upwards. Sometimes you might need to have a stool, we call it a footstool, for you to put your left feet on. Then you will be able to play your guitar while it is slanting upwards. So that's the position number one. We need to remember, whenever you're playing a classical guitar, for those of you who are male, it is very important that you put it on your left thigh. It slants downwards, then you can always have the arm going, across, or, somehow slanting downwards, and it will give you a better grip for you to reach out for the strings and to practice without any difficulties. Number two, we need to remember that when you're playing a classical guitar, you must try and practice the coordination between your left hand and your right hand. That means you cannot be holding string 1 and you're playing string 5. It will not sound correct. If you're holding string 1, teach yourself to be able to pluck the same string you're holding. If I'm holding 1 and I pluck another string, it's not going to sound good. So teach yourself to practice how to play the exact string that you really want to. At a beginner level, the fingering may not be very, very, very essential, because you also need to get the tune and the notes correctly. But what you can do, you can teach yourself to use the four first fingers, the thumb, the pointer, and like that. These 4 fingers, they are very good for playing a classical guitar. So as you play the classical guitar, normally we say P-I-M-A. You can just say the word Pima. P-I-M-A. P, thumb, which is P, plucking. I, that is index. Middle finger, A. So P-I-M-A, Pima, it's the easiest way to master your right hand fingering. For the left hand, we only have finger 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we use these fingers, we name them as 1, 2, 3, and 4. So those are the fingering for the left hand. Now, if you were to play, try to teach yourself or to discipline yourself not to grab the guitar. Don't grab the guitar. Avoid the thumb staying up here. Try to have your thumb stay at the back of your classical guitar. That will give you chance to move anywhere on the fretbar easily. You can always maneuver without getting stuck. If you grab, you will tend to have notes that are not very clear, and also you'll have very hard time to be able to play notes clearly from the guitar. So that's number one thing we need to remember, posture. Then if you are a girl or a lady or a female, sometimes you can still hold it straight like this, but maybe on the side way will still be fine. You can also hold it from the side way, and then you play your guitar, and the rest of the explanations remain the way I have already explained. So for girls or for the ladies, don't panic. We've got you covered. You can always have your guitar landing from the other side, so that maybe for the comfortability of sitting. So that's number one. Number two thing we need to remember. And lastly, please learn to play notes clearly. Go slow but steady. Don't be in a hurry to do a song if you know very well that you have not been able to master the ability to play your notes clean. They have to be as clean as possible. For example, if I'm playing string 1 and I need to hold here, you hear that? That's not good. But if you are pushing a little bit harder, you hear the note is a little bit clean. So try as much as possible. Don't be in a hurry to rush and to skip some steps. Try to have your notes as clean as possible. You will enjoy playing your guitar. Then lastly, I'd like to introduce the other guitar, because I said I'll be talking about two types of guitar. So we have this is the classical, and this is what we call the acoustic. Acoustic guitars will always have a slightly thinner neck. If you look at it, the neck is a little bit thinner, and also the strings are metallic or steel. So the strings are metallic, and the neck is a bit narrower. And the best thing is that this guitar can be played anywhere, also with any whatever. But this is the best guitar for those of you who strum your song, you're playing. For example, so when you strum, the acoustic guitar is the best for you to strum along. So the picking may not be very necessary when you're learning how to play the acoustic guitar, but the strumming can be good, the changing of chords, it gives you a very good grip for you to especially play and sing. So if you're a guitarist who would want to sing along while you're playing, then you can make use of your acoustic your acoustic guitar. So those are the types of guitar, and I think I would want us to move into our next lesson, which is going to be very exciting. Don't go away. I'm just coming right back.